Hey everybody, just a quick Conway's Corner update because we saw a lot of volatility in the stock markets yesterday thanks to some political stuff going on in Europe and in particular in Italy. And inevitably on down days like that, investors are asking, well, what the heck should we be doing based on all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world? And of course we see headlines like this about the Dow plummeting, and we see flashing red on our screens, and all of it just reinforces our fears and drives us to make changes in our investment portfolio. So the question always comes back to, what should we be doing? And the reality is, on days like that, if you have a diversified long-term portfolio that still aligns with your goals and your risk tolerance, you should probably be doing nothing. And so that's not to say that tomorrow the market couldn't go down again or go down even more than it did yesterday. It's to say that we can't predict when the market's going to go down or why the market's going to go down, which is why we build diversification in portfolios in the first place. So I always use the example, you give two expert economists the same data about the fundamentals of the economy, and you put them both on CNBC, and inevitably they tell two completely contradictory stories about what's happening in the economy right now and what's going to be happening in the economy going forward. Same is true for every equity analyst on the planet. You put two side by side on the screen on television, and they're looking at the same information, but guess what? That story of what's going to happen next is completely different than what the other person is saying. So at the end of the day, none of us have a crystal ball. I wrote a Forbes article a couple weeks ago basically on this topic about how we can destroy our wealth during times of market volatility. So give that a read if you want. I'll link that below in this video. And if you are still worried or still have questions about what's going on, love to answer those questions. Just leave one below and we'll try to get back to you and keep the conversation going. Thanks a lot.